Dear Dan Tony, on the wings of America. I got a message now. It's from Nadja over there to Daniel. Happy birthday to Nadja. It's and Daniel, aka the Voodoo Child and the Solar Polar Snow Patroller. Okay, nice. I see y'all now. Enjoy Gemini season. Another year together. Have fun in Miami. Turn it up. Turn the dial up. Crank the volume up. And you know you gotta be jamming that Iceberg Simpson on South Beach. Dan Tony, Wings of America now.
Well, we posted every Friday. See them corn emojis, then you know a nigga wild. I'm a jaded Gemini till the day I die. And I'ma talk my shit, but I don't play both sides. So
This
It's about to happen.
So we about to talk about some Florida mans, because we're in motherfucking Miami on a Gemini season escapade, and I am not going to knock over that coat, even though I know that's what
that's what they want.
I'm not gonna.
That's what they want.
It
ain't happening. I got my Sheba in Miami like I'm fresh and fit. Hey.
Right. We're gonna talk about that later. Anyway, we're gonna get into some Florida man shit. We are in Miami, we in the Yayo, and we have a few Florida stories on the quote-unquote docket tonight.
Yes, we do.
The first thing that we're going to talk about is these active shooter dogs. Now, I'm sure you guys may have seen in the news, we've been having a lot of school shootings, mainly in the state of Florida.
Yes, bro. Rest in peace to all them victims. In Texas, that one that just happened.
Yeah, in Texas, it's just happened as well. So one of the precautions that they are testing out in the state of Florida is having police dogs at the schools instead of police officers.
Yeah.
That are trained specifically in active shooting. Now, I don't know how the hell you can train a dog specifically in that, but people have trained dogs specifically to pick up weird shit before. So
yes,
I'm not gonna.
Bro, do you know that there's dogs that can sniff out hard drives that got?
Yes, that have CP on it.
I mean, it's not even that just had.
But
hard
just
drives,
anything. Yeah,
period.
Just find the hard drive.
Because you know somebody that has that will
for.
put a hard drive in a secure place that normally wouldn't be accessible or visited. So the dog just like why is the dog alerting to your walls that is trained to sniff for hard drives? Right. So if you telling me the dog can smell gunpowder, nigga, I believe you.
No,
and then see, this is dangerous though, and I know Florida doesn't realize this, but I mean I gotta play devil's advocate, of course. You want to train dogs to smell gunpowder? What are states that are not so pro Second Amendment going to do with that?
Yeah.
Just saying, bro. Everybody's like, how are you going to get my guns out of my house? I lost my guns in a boating accident. Well, now they're training dogs to smell gunpowder.
Active shooter dog.
I don't know, bro. I mean, I do agree that if you want to bring a gun into a school, your ass deserves to get bit in the ass by a German Shepherd several times.
No, seriously.
And what they should do is put Kevlar on these, because you know they're going to try to shoot the dog.
Yes. And you already know that's a charge, though.
That's a death penalty.
That's a whole right.
Death penalty. If you shoot a police officer, you get the death penalty, especially if you kill him. So with that being said,
so the chat said doing everything but getting rid of them AR-15.
Nah, you can't get rid of them. You can literally 3D print them.
They ain't going away here. I'm sorry. That's like,
man, you got more AR-15s than people here.
The Florida accessory is get some grills,
Cuban link,
AR-15,
Cuban bracelet,
like
Scat Pack.
That shit not going away, bro.
Bushmaster AR-15 pistol, or if you're Danny Open Container Daniel, you get a Noveski or a Omni or some random shit. But hey, I hope that this works, and we got a video. We're gonna show y'all what this look like in the flesh, because these kids definitely don't. Would you rather have the kids around like armed military niggas or dogs?
Police. I would rather them be around dogs also.
Yeah, they already around dogs.
But how is the dog gonna differentiate if a human being can't even differentiate?
Bro, the little niggas better not bring a gun to the school, bro. Your ass gonna be German Shepherd food, nigga.
I feel like they may be, and I know we didn't start the video yet, but I feel like they may be basing it off the most recent incident where a older person went into a younger school. So where the dog wouldn't need to be on alert for short little people, they need to be on alert for adults with guns. Yeah, right.
And then he gonna bite your ass, German Shepherd to the bone.
Eat you alive.
German Shepherd to the bone.
Village School of Naples. Security of of course, is top of mind after the massacre of 19 children and 2 teachers in Texas.
Yeah, it was 19
This dog
now.
was anonymously
14.
donated
Jeez,
to the school. And NBC2 Sarah Met shows us how this 4-legged security guard is making everyone feel safer on campus.
Most schools have cameras, alarm systems,
I'd be scared
and
to
even
sit in
metal
this.
detectors. But this one
Okay, I'm about to
has a
just say
school
it.
dog.
Bruh, we donate all this money inadvertently to law enforcement. Most people don't even support law enforcement. Everybody's talking about defund the police. How about take a step back from that? How about, like we were saying, reassert the finances into the right places, i.e., put the officers in the school that are ready and willing to deal with this, because y'all definitely get enough money, especially because y'all doing civil and criminal forfeiture, taking criminals' money and people that are law-abiding citizens just transporting large amounts of money just with a dime bag of weed, bro. Let's not act like this shit is like rocket science, bro. Y'all got enough money to actually have officers in every school equipped to deal with a dumbass
I
person
feel like it don't even need to
and a
get-
dog.
In my personal opinion, I feel like it doesn't even need to get to officers. I look back on my own high school, even though it was fairly new and we didn't have like a history and anything like anybody to build up no beef. It took some time for even the high school teachers that I did have that ended up passing away from murder by students. It was because they worked at other schools. So how my school dealt with it was, you not coming the fuck up in this shit if you don't pass this front office. And that front office was like a fucking military zone, bro. Like, you're not getting past this shit. You need anything in this bit, you need to come to this office.
But bro, every
Like,
school I ever went to in Florida always
those
had
are
a
the
cop.
people that need to be strapped.
And
No,
it
you're
always
right.
was
We
strapped. And it always
cops.
had this
No, in
look.
our
I
school
remember
growing
my
up, we
middle
always
school
cops.
had this dark skinned, pretty ass, like her name was Officer Hudson. She had contacts in at all times. That gave her this crazy ass stare. It's like she read Robert Greene's fucking books or some shit. This bitch looked crazy,
Fucking
bro.
crazy stare.
And she used to, like, if you act up, bro, she looked like she'll
Wasn't
put
the
2
contacts
rounds
that
in
had,
your
like,
ass.
a black outline.
Yes.
Those are the ones that anybody that wear that, you just gonna look like really menacing.
She looked like she'll put 10. She looked like she don't even tote a 40 caliber Glock.
Oh
She
my
looked like
God.
she's so nasty with that shit. She got the 10 millimeter for your ass. She got the extra little .1.
I can see the chat on the screen.
Bro, we getting there. I actually see it's getting better with the thing
She
too,
might
man.
look
We getting
friendly,
there.
But she is ready to respond to an active
She is
shooter
ready to
at
whoop
any
your
moment.
ass. She made
It's
it
a
friendly.
win-win.
Yeah,
The
she
kids
gonna
love
eat
her,
your ass up.
and she loves protecting them.
We walk the hallways. We patrol for car line, things like
They don't
that.
want to do
Because
shit.
when it's ready,
But that
set,
German Shepherd
Kobe,
looked like
she's
Kobe
locked in.
ready to, yeah.
Ready to work?
Now show us what it looked
Not the
like
little
if a
kids
dude
got
try
lockers,
it. That's what I want to
The
see.
little kids got lockers.
That's middle school, yeah.
Ah. Middle schoolers are so
She's
tiny.
trained to sniff out firearms, gunpowder, and ammunition
There we
on
go.
the village school's campus.
We can catch it before it gets into the school. That is a win for us.
Oh, wow.
And then if someone does come in with a gun and it's an active shooter situation, then
Okay, so let's address the elephant in the room. I feel like the headline makes it sound very like a good fantasy of like a what's that show called? My little cousin likes watching that show. We
Paw
brought her-
Patrol.
Paw Patrol. It's giving Paw Patrol. This dog is not about to be running around the school by himself. The trainer, the handler that y'all are seeing, he is gonna be up in that bitch strapped as fuck.
And he gonna
He's
say
gonna be-
Zeke, and that nigga's gonna just. And
He's
all you're gonna hear is
be
ah!
because as soon
And you
as
gonna try to
somebody
sh-
shoots
yeah.
his dog,
Oh,
you're
it's
dead.
on.
You're done. You're not about to shoot because that's his partner. So technically, they're like, maybe we can be less intimidating.
Nadja,
And just add the dog.
You know what? Nobody that's thinking about. All right, first I got 2 things to say. First off, I got 3 things to say. All that money that y'all stealing and all that shit, this is a good investment, and I will
Yes.
invest in
I
this.
do like the
2?
fighter dogs.
2?
Yes.
Well, 4 things to say. 2, keep in mind, if you train dogs to do this, it can play the other side of the coin with taking your damn guns that you lost in a boating accident. For 3, if it comes down to that. For 3, nobody is expecting to see a goddamn German Shepherd biting the fuck out of their ass right
Okay,
now.
Now that's why I was about to.
When they about to
interject.
just run up in
That's
there.
why I was gonna interject because
Ooh-wee.
we also need to acknowledge that this is still American as fuck. This is not a new concept.
Ooh-wee. No, this
Americans have
is
been sticking
German.
laws on people.
No, this
and
is
where
German.
Did the Germans get it from?
No, this is some Nazi shit.
Okay, and who did the Nazis study? That's some shit we don't talk about. They studied Jim Crow and segregation.
No. That Jim Crow happened after.
Bruh.
Nazis happened in 45. Jim Crow segregation and shit happened. Or maybe they studied early slavery
segregated,
stuff.
Right, they segregated.
I think you might be right in the...
Like, that's when the schools and shit segregated.
Yeah, but the World War II happened in the 40s, though, bro.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, they got their ideology from America.
Yeah, I can see that. No, I could... No, yeah,
They didn't take our ideology of trying to improve shit.
But I don't know when Jim Crow started. You might be right. I don't know.
I know segregation ended the year my grandmother was born.
I know, right? My mother was born in the years around that time, too. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. But at the end of the day, I really hope, despite where the roots come from, that every person that's thinking about shooting up a school gets their ass bit by a German Shepherd.
Because
real
honestly,
good.
Bro, that shit's not cool. That shit really hurts my heart that these children are so sad and scared and like, I don't like that shit, bro. That shit really does make me sad. And, like, I know somebody did vote in on the thing that they wanted us to go in depth about it, but I think we're good. I think all of us, I think we're good. I think we get what's going on. It's just really sad. It's been going on for a long time. It's just...
No, I was talking about the fascist party. I'm not talking about slavery. I know that part.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that word over and over again on this stream.
No,
but
I know what you're talking about their ideals of making like it better.
But like the last thing that I was about to say, the fourth thing, that was originally the second thing, was just, I think that once there is something else in people's mind where it's like, oh, walking into a school and shooting it up is not that easy. I got to deal with an officer, a German Shepherd that's going to bite the fuck out of my ass. Shit. Once you get the funding right, hell, niggas might all have 2 German Shepherds.
Jim Crow, that's what I thought. Jim Crow was in the 1890s, and the reason why we don't know that is because they never teach us about neo-slavery in school.
That's real.
They don't teach us about the Republican Party with black people. They don't teach us about that. So I personally don't even know the time period when that.
I try to check myself at the end because that's why I was asking you at the end where I was like, okay, whenever I think of Jim Crow, I think of like when it was like dealt with and shit. That's why I think of like the 60s.
No,
so that's why I try to check myself at the
50s.
end. But even that, what Blake Avelli was saying in the chat is right, where it's like the roots of it is some 1890 shit. You did say some real shit in that regard where it's like that's when it started. The Nazis studied that, evolved in it. Damn, I said wasn't gonna say their little bitch ass name again, but there you go. They started it in we started it in America, and they extrapolated everything and took it to lengths that all these people here nowadays that try to preach other things would probably love to see. And that's why you got to be on your P's and Q's, bro. But I do think that these dogs are going to be a good thing to deal with these crazies that are ironically preaching the same manifesto narratives as the same socialist party I was just mentioning. Shocker. And ironically, I don't know if this is the topic tonight, but the manosphere people...
Yeah, it is, but we got like 3 more videos to watch with this.
Are using as a goddamn a casting line
it's
to get new
eugenics, and it's very racist
and prevalent
in
the
manosphere community. So if y'all in here
community.
talk about clocking that type of bullshit online, just follow us on Patreon. But we're gonna move on to the next thing that's going on in Florida, which is I'm sure you guys have seen this on whether it be TikTok, Instagram, your favorite YouTubers stumbled upon it and they wanted to talk about it. And it's basically about this man that got caught in our city. Right now we are in the Yayo, but back in DeVille. Yeah. This motherfucker fucking beat on this girl at the gas station just on some angry ass shit. Like, look at this.
Yes, he definitely did.
Like,
tonight on the 10 o'clock news, the man accused of beating a woman
not her flipping her
at the
hair.
gas station in Arlington made his first court appearance today. Good evening to you. Kevin Williamson was arrested last night and charged with battery. We want to warn you, the video that you're about to see, it may be disturbing to you. Yeah. This is inside the gas station at University Boulevard.
Bruh.
Oh my goodness, yo.
Punching a woman.
Why would they show that like that?
The woman's 23-year-old
Well, I guess you gotta see it just to see how real it is, bro.
23, bro.
But police got a warrant for his arrest, and now he's being held on a $20,000
That man looks 60.
Okay. $20,000 bond. Y'all are about to find out, and I'm gonna just spoil this. I'm sorry. This dude is a sex offender with a $20,000 bond. He also threatened that he had a gun in the car. I don't know if they ever found a gun, but I know if he looked like me, they would have found a gun. Shit, I had a bond higher than that before, and I was not a sex offender, bro. I had technically no priors on records. I just had a firearm. That's it. So this dude can have a fifth of my bond when I just had a gun, and he just straight beat a woman up that he didn't know. He's a felon that had touched kid, and he had a gun. That's what we be talking about. That's why Black lives right now don't matter, and that's why people be like, yeah, that should matter. But it's messed up because people be buying houses like we talked about last week. They be buying houses off the funds. There's a difference between the slogan and what it means in the organization, because the organization sucks.
We've shown you this video from inside a BP gas station in Arlington.
Yeah,
a man
like
brutally
over and
beating
over.
A woman, then walking away. Saturday, he walked up to a judge in his first appearance. JSO got a warrant to arrest 59-year-old Kevin Williamson. He's charged with battery, a misdemeanor. The incident happened on Monday. Williamson was booked into the jail.
They should have left that one closed.
I can't do that today.
Lower my bond to nothing. You see what that entitlement do? And this is exactly what people be talking about. And they say racism ain't dead. They say the systemic problems ain't dead. But yet you got this dude that not only had a bond that was a fifth of mine when I just had the damn F and N. No, I didn't even have it. I had two. I forgot what I had. I just had a gun. I just had a gun. That's it. That's it. I was too young to have that particular gun. It wasn't illegal. I bought it with my own money. He is a sex offender.
A whole sex offender.
That had a gun and just beat somebody up. And he said, I want my bond to be nothing.
Attorney Randy Reep says it's a process, especially because police got a warrant.
When the gas is so high that 448 looks low.
Right.
But sometimes I can't do both. I'm not apologizing for the 4 days it takes, but I would tell you that's not outrageous in my experience.
Now that police confirm who they believe did this, we looked into who Williamson is. Court records show he's a registered sex offender. He had repeat domestic violence injunctions.
He's a habitual offender.
There were 2 aggravated assault charges. Both were dropped. One of them was with a deadly weapon.
And
so
you, bro.
I don't care what anybody says. If you have a fucking domestic and it says dismiss, all that lets me know is that you intimidated whoever the fuck that is, whether that's your girlfriend, your mama, your sister,
and
whoever.
You had them drop it.
You intimidated their ass to drop it.
Damn.
And then you got 2 aggravated assaults, the same thing that you just did. And you a sex offender, bro. You're just an impulsive,
and one with a deadly weapon,
person.
and you're a sex offender, bro.
It's dangerous.
You're dead.
One of them was with a deadly weapon. So now that there's been an arrest, some people are asking, where's the hate crime charge? McCoy says she heard Williamson making racist remarks outside this gas station and inside before the attack. JSO on the incident report wrote down that there was no hate crime.
See, now that's gonna fuck shit up.
His office is gonna decide to pursue that charge or not.
Because
Reed says they'll interview witnesses, and in 2 to 3 weeks.
Nah, bro, he's an offender.
Where he beating this girl up for? He don't know
the
her.
fact
Why
that y'all,
else would he hit her?
the fact that they are on that yee shit to the point where they let that slide, bro, is very telling, bro. And that is back to where I said, bro, y'all should be investing in divesting the funds that you're currently using for your tanks to stop BLM protesters, to try to stop the shooters and stop letting the fascist people that are furthering the same narratives seen in the same manifestos. You're letting them get away with it. But what's happening is the same people that are supposed to deal with it are the same people that are
in the club. Yeah.
Not to be surprised that this case is bumped up to a felony. Now, when we spoke with
federal, not even felony, federal. He need to go fed.
Charge and that she knew this is a hate crime. When we today for a
He really
follow-up
did say
and
zero
waiting
bond.
response.
He said zero.
In our
Said
next
nothing.
Parker Channel 4.
He said, "Can I get zero bond?"
Bro, I used to go to that gas station all the time.
The family of Randy McCoy. It says
His family.
we are relieved to know that this man was arrested for the sake of public safety. We are very concerned.
Melissa,
that he be kept behind
I done met
bars.
Melissa
We are
Nelson.
hopeful
She's
the
a nice
attorney,
lady.
Melissa Nelson, will ensure
Low
that this
key.
racially motivated attack
I
is
know she be
prosecuted as a
damning
hate
people.
crime
Period.
and not merely as a simple battery.
Because that's not.
But
a
I'm like,
simple
bruh,
battery.
Melissa,
It's a hate crime.
Melissa, I done talked to you, bruh, and I done asked you about certain things, bruh, and I know you be bamming people. I'm gonna need you to bam this dude that needs to get bammed, cause you be bamming a lot of
'cause
people.
He's been sliding on the system for some time. Obviously, he's fucking touching on kids. And that was his first offense. The first offense, in my opinion, was the most serious one. You touched on kids first.
It's crazy.
And they
I
gave
met
you the
that lady,
fucking.
bro.
And then boom.
You heard me?
What?
It's crazy. I met that lady when I met what's his name?
Bruh.
It's my
Yeah,
homies,
that's
my
okay.
Dominican homies got the scat pack out. Shout out to my
Yes,
Dominican homies.
homie downstairs. Shout out to you. So we got
Lighten
one
it
more
up.
Florida woman, and this is a Florida grandma who me and Daniel are really on the fence about, because is this stand your ground? In your opinion, is this stand your ground? We're Florida people, right?
Yeah.
And by watching this, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, spoiler alert, I feel like if she's not lying, it was stand your ground, but honestly, this shit just not adding up to me.
Bruh, the fact that it's not adding up to you and you're not me, and I be thinking like, cause you know most people are like, bitch, you talking too much. You shouldn't be. You shot a nigga.
Yeah, that's
Shut up.
it.
You saying way too much. Shout out everybody in here. I know it's fucking moving a little
little slow,
wonky.
but
We
thank
gonna
y'all
get
for-
there.
Thank y'all for chilling with us with this good ass audio.
But
The
I think
highlights are gonna be super
I think
clear,
so, too.
though. Very clear. All right, let's hear this shit. This is crazy.
I've never had to pull a gun on somebody. I've defended myself, and I've gotten beaten up in the process of doing it. But yesterday was too much for me.
You don't look beaten
Grub
up.
shoots and kills a man during the home invasion, and tonight she's out with a warning to others. I'm not awesome.
And Isabel, that woman said
Yes,
it happened
Sarah?
at her house along Brentwood Street near Colonial Drive and Cimarron Boulevard. News 6's Jerry Askin spoke with the woman today, and Jerry, she said she asked him several times who he was and why he came inside her house.
Yeah, she also asked the man several times to leave, she said. Now, in the past hour and a half, the sheriff's office said the man shot and killed was 38-year-old Ezekiel Rosario
Ezekiel.
Torres. This coming as the homeowner today told me that
Zeke.
this gate here and that door were open because she thought her fiance was outside.
Who names,
I'm sorry, but
bruh?
I just remembered that
Power.
meme where it was like, when you tell Zeke his mom married Jake Block.
Bruh. Damn, bruh.
She said it's her property, and a
Damn.
random person can't just walk inside of her home.
I feel bad for his family, but you just can't walk
She need to drink some
in.
water.
Virginia Morrison said she was forced to open fire to protect herself, her home,
All right,
and
listen
her
carefully,
79-year-old
y'all.
fiance Sunday afternoon, all when a burglar just walked inside their home.
Who the hell is this?
No, I agree with that. But you should have shot him in the
There's
house.
a man in our house. And I looked at him and I said, get your gun.
What did he want inside your house?
Didn't say. He never spoke.
She said the man seemed off, and that's when she and her fiance called 911 after asking him to leave several times.
I know these people at 911 can hear me screaming, shoot him, shoot him.
But before pulling the trigger, she said she first tried fighting him off using a broom.
Girl, you are small.
With it. He swatted the broom.
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie. If I was that intruder, bitch, after all that time, your ass would have been beat. Like, the fuck? You talking about shoot him? Like, bruh, you can't even keep the spit from goddamn going from the roof of your mouth to your tongue on a consistent basis. You think that you... Alright. But, I don't...
He swatted the broom away.
Then,
I get my damn gun. I went in my bedroom and got my gun. I went out the back door.
and that's when she said she was forced to open fire.
Excuse me. He starts toward me. I fired a shot above him. Back off, dude. I'll shoot you. He just keeps coming toward me. So I shot him.
The Orange County Sheriff's Office said they showed
So,
up.
all I wanted to say is, if that is what really happened,
Yeah,
on
he
some
deserved
Florida
that.
shit, you fucking deserve to get put the fuck down.
Factually.
Because why are you still charging at this woman on her property?
And she
Like,
got a
you're
gun.
dumb. You're dumb
And
as
she
fuck.
just shot a warning
Right.
shot like, pew, right above your shoulder, and you just, I'm just gonna keep I'm gonna take that gun. But you know, some people do be on that. But there's also the other side of the coin, and the realist in me is like, bruh, it sounds like this dude might have been running away, and you shot him in the back, kind of.
Yeah, because what she said, what this interview did not say, or maybe it will when we press play, is that she ran to the backyard with the gun, and he was already gone. Like, he had already ran out the house. And according to her, he had walked back to the backyard, and then she shot above his head, like, chill. And then he kept walking towards her, and then she shot him dead in the backyard. But it's like,
why would he do that?
If you're robbing some shit and you see one person has a gun and the second person get their own personal, why the fuck would you go back unless you're on some assisted suicide shit? Yeah. And then he didn't steal shit. So that's why I'm like, I'm not trying to completely negate her story, but something's off. Something's definitely off.
Yeah, it does reek of foul play in a way. But I'm really hoping that, you know, if that is what happened, they address it, because what can also happen is just because of how she looked, they might just sweep it.
Yeah. No, for real, because she looked.
They might just sweep it. And I honestly wouldn't blame them because of bruh's reckless actions by going in their crib in the first place.
He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Morrison said it hurts knowing that protecting her home.
She's selling it. If she didn't.
I hope God can forgive me for taking a man's life.
Damn.
Hey,
that's
maybe she's serious.
Bro, that's the reality, though. Like, people like to act like, oh, I would love to live in a certain place so I could just shoot and kill somebody. No, bro, that shit fucks with you.
If you're a decent individual.
That shit fucks with you, bro.
Now, some people can live with it. Like, if it was either going to be me or them type shit. Yeah. And that's just what it boiled down to.
No, dead ass. Well, that's the Florida man's me. Shout out to Florida.
Shout out to Florida, bro. The TV.
No. So basically what she's saying is that he also touched on her friend. So when he lied, when he was like, you're the only one. No, you touched on her friend and she got sent away because you touched on her.
Associate pastor was
Wow,
molesting
beating
his
her.
2 daughters. And you know that. You sent him to be a pastor in another church. We can call Melanie right now and Cassie, her sister. They sat down with you. You sent Melanie away. Don't look at me like that. You know the truth.
Bro, she is so fucking brave, bro.
Bro, this